Lame ass bitches, weird niggas, man, I hate it here. Proud of Louis and Balenciaga, that's my basic gear. Talking shit about my life, how I make it here. Bitch, I feel like KD, I ain't playing this year. Bluebucksclan blowing through them dubs.
Clapitup La. I'm here with my boy 1011. You know what I'm saying?
Clap it up.
My dog been on this thing for years upon years, man. I feel like you was involved in music when I first met you. People was talking about you getting in the studio.
Yeah, for real.
So what got you into the studio, man?
Shit, when I was a kid, I just took to music. That shit was like regular, like my second nature type shit.
Yeah.
I had an uncle, he was into music a lot, taught me how to rap. So at first I started off rapping and shit, and then it wasn't for me. Like, I noticed rappers be lying too much. I'm just naturally not a liar. Like, I'm not good at that shit.
Oh, okay, so you said you had to take the authentic rap.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you come up with the name 1011? Because I know you told me, but I know a lot of people wondering where that name came from.
A lot of people still be confused. It's really just my birthday, bro. Like, I had to narrow it down. Like, I was going by some other shit when I first started producing. Yeah. But I just started writing down names and like, feel me, that just worked out the best, the way I spelled it and everything. Like, the shit for sure been working out.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It's for sure, it's you. You know what I'm saying? It explains who you are.
Exactly. It's organic.
So all right, you're a producer.
Straight producer.
Okay, so what let you know that this was your lane?
Shit, when I first started making beats, everybody I let hear them be like, bro, this shit next level. Like, this, you don't really do this? Like, you got big songs? I was like, nah, I just fuck around, bro. Like, I just did this as a hobby type shit. Then in high school, like, I was playing football, but everybody still knew me for like making beats. Like, they didn't know, like, I just fucked around on it. Then eventually, after high school, took it a little serious, caught a big song, and then it was like, shit.
Yeah, so what was that moment like, catching that big song? You know, how did you feel in that moment?
That shit was everything, bro. I ain't gonna cap, cause like
they going up to my beat.
Yeah, you know? It was on like Hot New Hip Hop. By the time I seen it, it was at 250K views. So it was like one of them moments, like you thinking this shit never gonna work out, bro. Like that one morning changed a nigga whole life. Like,
okay, so you speaking on thinking things are never gonna work out. When did you have those feelings, and how did you process that in that moment? Because you know, like you know, the road is lonely. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It can be confusing. You know, so how did you feel about those moments where you were like, damn, I don't know if this gonna happen?
Shit, it's dark, man. It's like you really low key want to quit. You keep trying to get a placement, catch a placement. You trying to sell beats, niggas offering you $30, $20 and shit. Bro, you can't even go get no food. It's like, bro, what am I making these beats for? Y'all really offering me $30? Okay. But then it's like, shit, you just got to keep going, bro. I know it sounds stereotypical. Everybody be saying that.
That's the truth, nigga. That's the truth. Anybody who was successful will tell you, like, nigga, like Nipsey said, the only distinguishing quality between me and somebody else is that I never quit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, okay, now I saw you mention a placement the other day. What is a placement for some? Because I know some people don't know. Shit, I don't know. So, I mean, what's a placement?
A lot of people get it confused, but shit, at first, I thought it was when your song made an album. Okay. But now these days, how streaming is, it's like, bro, if a rapper sneeze on your shit and put it out, it's like the sneeze featured, now produced by 1011, and you feel me, that's a placement. Like, you turned up, man. That's crazy. Yeah. Any rapper put a song out, you did the beat, that's a placement these days.
Okay, so you know, when people were, what were you trying to sell your beats for when people was offering you $30?
I ain't gonna lie, it was a nigga that told me, bro, just lease them and sell them for $30. Just keep selling the same beat for $30. And I tried to do that shit, bro. I sold the beat like twice. Nobody wasn't like, even though I had a lot of them, there was only one beat niggas really liked. And I made like $60, like 2014 or something. I was like, bro, this shit not.
That shit made you hot?
It didn't make me hot, but it's just like, bro, like this not what I'm in it for. It wasn't about the money, but it'd be the principle. Like,
you just didn't feel like you were getting anywhere.
For sure. I started taking other routes, hustling, going out of town and shit.
Right, yeah. People gotta know that though, because when you chasing your dream or doing whatever you passionate about, you gonna feel like you ain't getting nowhere. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel like ain't nobody paying attention. But at the end of the day, that's why you gotta have your faith and your mind right, because as long as you keep going, it can turn into whatever. Right. And speaking of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm clapping up for you, feel me, sign into the label and everything like that. Going through, matter of fact, let's take it back. We're gonna take it all the way back. We're gonna come back to that later. We're gonna take it back. So my nigga Fred came and played for the demos, right? And that's how this all happened from being in that place in life. Now, would you say football was something that you really cared about playing, or was you just doing it?
I was just good. I didn't care that much, bro. I was just good at my school. everybody I played with was weak. So my pops, he was tapped in with the streets, bro. Like, you know, whatever he had going on back in the day, the people he knew and shit. So he was telling me, like, bro, it's this team I want you to go play for on the east side. So I'm like, whatever. We go up there. I start meeting older dudes. I start meeting coaches and shit. Everybody was cool. It already felt like family. You feel me? That's what mostly I liked it at. When I was in school, I was hearing about the Jets, bro. I was hearing about the Inglewood Jets. I wanted to go play for them niggas, but I don't know. He didn't want me to, so long story short, I went to the demos, and then see my everything just came full circle. Like, we never split up since 8th grade.
Hey, man, you know Coach Snoop said it. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Dwayne Atkins. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure
Shout out Snoop, man.
Man, Freddie Dwayne Atkins is the great right here. So, you know, you came in and you was balling. And I was like, damn, he doing it like that. You know, just hearing your name ring bells. Would you say that football was something that you wanted to do for the rest of your life?
When it was going good, I for sure was like, oh, I can make a lot of money off this. I could make this a career. I don't got to get a real job. So it was like, back then, that was the route, bro. It was like everybody was trying to go D1. Nobody wasn't trying to like be businessman and work on your credit and all that. In high school, we wasn't taught that, bro. It was like, you go to school, you play sports, you get a scholarship,
that's it.
and you try to make it league. Like, that was our story and shit. So it was like, I just stuck to it, bro. Like, it wasn't my dream. But I knew I was good. I knew I could do it. But it was more so like what my parents wanted me to do, for sure.
So do you think that you think you would have played football if it wasn't for parents?
I still would have, but I wouldn't have like tried to go to college. And all that.
Yeah. You did all that for sure. So I mean, like, when you played football, you met Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? You met DJ. You met Noya. You met everybody, and coming together like this. You know, how does that feel to you to be in first of all, what you may call your first love in music in general? How does that feel that y'all, you know, all together now?
This shit feel great, bro, that I could just really do it with the bros, because I remember sending beats, bro, to niggas that's hitting me up now. I was sending these
so how do you, beats. So you was sending them the beats and they was like, nah, I'm straight, I'm cool.
It wasn't even that. It's just in LA, if you don't really got a name and you ain't really popping, you not nothing, bro. It's just like that. Tell a nigga, like, till you do something good, if nobody don't believe in you, then you get popping, everybody get to tapping in. But it's like,
do you ever look back at something and be like, man, I made it out of that? It's like you said, it's a process before you can get popping. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about moments that you've been through trying to get here? You know, you got so much more to go. But how do you feel when you think back at moments when you were trying to get here? Like, what's the most tragic moment you can think of right now, straight off the top of the dome, that you was like, damn, I made it out of that?
To get to here?
To get to here, today.
I don't really got like nothing that just pop up. That's a tragic moment. Like, you feel me?
Well, it don't have to be tragic, but you know, something that was kind of like you could have just quit, like, or something that really discouraged you. Like, you might have dealt with somebody who might have said something negative.
Oh, for sure, I dealt with a lot of that. A lot of, like, you know, a couple of exes thought this shit was never gonna work out. A couple of homies around me was doing a lot of hating, saying I was never gonna be nothing in this shit.
So how did that make you feel coming from your homies? It's like, man, this shit ain't gonna work.
I found out they wasn't true homies. I found out they wasn't real homies.
Facts.
When I got my first big song in 2015, like, it did over like 1 million views. Like, it went fast and shit. So the niggas got to acting a little different. Like, you start seeing it real and people and shit. It just lets you know, like, them ain't really your homies. But I would say that was like my biggest thing I overcame, was that big song, because it was like the best thing that happened for me and the worst thing, because I got no credit for that shit. The whole world.
Okay. So why didn't you get any credit though?
Shit, I told the nigga, like, you know, when you post a song, bro, I don't want no money from you. I was a fan of bro, so I ain't gonna say no names, you feel me? But I was a fan of the nigga, and I'm like, when you drop the song, just put who it's produced by, bro. I don't want no bread. Then the nigga dropped it, didn't put no producer name. So it started going crazy. I knew he was gonna shoot a video, bro. This how this shit work. If in streaming, if the song going so crazy, you have to shoot a video. So I emailed him again, like, bro, I know you're gonna shoot the video. Just give me a little shout out on the production credit. So I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody. Niggas know I did the beat. Video come out, nothing. Now the same nigga who I was working with doing beats with and shit, he had a big following at the time. So he posted on his shit that he did the beat. You know how this shit go, bro. Everybody want credit for shit that they really didn't do. But he posted that he made the beat. Everybody started flocking to it. I started getting phone calls, all kind of shit. So after that, I was low-key over it. I kind of quit. I felt like music was for suckers after that. Like, this shit is gay. All these niggas gay. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And I just started hustling, doing other shit, like trying to make money, working. Anything I could, bro. Because I felt like music wasn't the way. I'm like, damn, these rappers is not going to give me no credit. The homies not going to give me no credit. Like, damn. But it's really just putting myself in the wrong circle. When I started messing with the bros, it was like.
Well, see, you know what? A lot of the time, you know, that was a valuable lesson for you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time, we experience these things before we actually get to that top-notch level where we couldn't afford to go through that. So you got to understand that sometimes life will test you in a way that you probably will fail.
Sure.
And don't be hard on yourself, because ultimately you learning that lesson right now so that later on, when you face with this again, you know what not to do.
Right.
You prepared. So how do you feel now? You know what I'm saying? Like today, when you think about that, like, I hope you grasp the concept of the lesson.
Right.
So how do you feel like you would handle a situation like that from now on?
Well, for one, I'm glad I went through that. Like, at first it was
Facts,
devastating, but now I'm glad I learned from it, because now I put a tag on every beat. At first I didn't have a tag, or like, you feel me? But now it's like, put your tag on every beat. Make sure you got the files to everything, bro, because shit will get tricky. You feel me? Just make sure you got the files in your tag. For the most part, you good. But I've definitely learned from it. I learned, like, I don't even like dealing with email like that. Like, now, you feel me? The biggest rappers pull up here, bro. It's a blessing, like, no cap.
How do you handle, how do you handle being overlooked? You know what I'm saying? Like
right now or back then?
Just in general, because a lot of us are overlooked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have it all, but for some reason somebody just don't recognize your talent.
Right.
You know, how do you handle those situations?
As far as being overlooked, I feel like that's something you gotta address with yourself, because I thought I was being overlooked at first. Like, what it was, these niggas was doing West Coast music, of course, but I come from, like, listening to Future a lot, Johnny Cinco. I was doing trap beats heavy. Like, that's what I wanted to do. I thought that was gonna be my sound, my gateway. So it was kind of like a pride thing. Like, bro, y'all, why don't y'all niggas rap on this? You know, but whole time I'm getting overlooked, because it's like, bro, you're not even making this shit that they even want to hear. Fuck if it's a good beat or not. Like, they don't. It could be great. They don't want to rap on it, bro. So it's like, I thought I was getting overlooked, but once I started practicing on the West Coast beats and really, like, finding myself in this lane, it's like, that shit stopped. All the, like, you feel me? You start getting all the looks. After that, you just put yourself in the right place, address it with yourself, just be positive about it. I noticed back then I was getting overlooked too. I was being negative about a lot of shit, like, just telling myself.
What? That's a big one, because when you think negative, your situation is automatically negative, because you already put your mind in a negative situation. So how hard, okay, when did you come to accept that you would have to go ahead on and make that adjustment? Like, okay, they're not gonna work with these beats, so let me go this way. When did you, how was that process for you?
I wanna say, like, last year, October, probably a little bit before that, they was gearing up to drop the first Clanway. And I was like, damn, bro, I'm trying to get on this. Like, this the homies' first mixtape.
Right.
I'll always be posting it and shit, like, trying to shout them up. I'm like, I want to post something that got the homies and me on it, like, for niggas that really know us. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just try to put the tempo on the West Coast beat and try to do the tempo shit. And the first song that came out that did something with them was Shit Talk. And this came out probably like November last year on the first No Rules, 2019. And after that, I still didn't adjust. I still was doing trap shit, playing a YouTube lane. Then I want to say maybe like December, it clicked. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? These niggas is in the studio every night. They was working hard, bro, like busting their ass. Like, it might look good now, but bro, the clan was locked in, like, finding themselves, bro, in the studio. So I'm just like, bro, you doing all of this. You got rappers right here that'll rap on this shit. You trying to send shit to niggas out of town. Like, it just didn't make sense. So I'm like, all right, I'm buying a new computer and I'm gonna just focus on these beats on the West Coast shit. So it just happened like that, bro. Just put my mind to it.
And that's when you found it.
Yeah, made like 100 beats within like 100 tempo, 104 tempo. Anybody that make beats, you know the tempo shit.
He said he made 100 beats. You made 100 beats in how long?
Probably like 2 months.
Golly.
I would wake up. I would smoke my blunt, make my morning beat, go outside, listen to it. This ain't it. Go in the house, probably make another one. Then after I make 2 of them, I feel like I'm cool for the day. Like, I just did that for like 60 days straight, like 2 months. I had like over 100 beats.
60 days straight.
And within that pack came some good shit. Like,
so let me also mention this too. You know, you having your own particular lane in it.
Right.
the thing is, the good thing about this is, you blow up over here, boom, now you can really be in your own lane with it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like Pac was saying, he was like, you know, I speak this stuff in his music because they gonna listen to me. But later on, I'm gonna talk what they really need to hear. Exactly. So all it is you just got to, nigga, you just had to adjust. That's just what life is. You feel me? Adjust. So when you when you went on ahead and just went in and made those beats, were you fulfilled? Because that's a grind, nigga. Every day you gotta wait. I mean, you know, what puts you in that mood to jump into a beat? Because I always wanna, you know, because niggas that have so many beats, it's like, bro, what was you doing? Like,
honestly, like the mood that I was going through was like, nah, I wasn't satisfied. Every morning I'm listening, like, damn, these beats is not as good as the niggas beats that I'm hearing on Clanway or No Rules or whatever tapes I was just listening to, trying to go off of them. Like, my West Coast beats is not it, bro. Like, I really just felt like they wasn't it. But shit, even before that, bro, to kind of backtrack, I was working a security job in like Bellflower or something, and I met an older cat who played piano and shit. I'm like, bro, let me hear what you be doing. He let me hear some shit. I'm like, oh, this is dope. So instantly from there, I started working with him. I took my laptop, I took my piano to work. We had like a little security booth. He brought his speakers. I'm like, bro, we just gonna look out for these trucks or whatever we gotta do. And in between time, nigga, we gonna make beats. Like,
damn, so y'all got it in at work.
No cap, bro. Smith Schuster was made in a security booth at work.
No.
On the clock.
Hey, this is exclusive right here.
Exclusive, no cap.
Wait, Smith Schuster was made in a security booth.
For sure.
And see, for y'all that be coming up with these excuses, you can't make no progress because of this, that, and the third. This man made Smith Schuster in a security booth. I really want y'all to think about that. So, stop thinking that you're gonna be in a big old nice house and that's when all the stuff gonna be good. No, nigga, the best stuff is gonna come in the best stuff for you is gonna come in places you never thought about. When you made Smith Schuster, that was by accident then. That was just something that you just did.
No. That for sure was on purpose. Like,
okay.
What happened was, bro, like I put all my pride to the side. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna listen to the homies' music and I'm gonna do everything I could to try to make a beat for them. So when I found this nigga that played piano, like I wasn't that good at piano back then. I've been practicing ever since, but he really came up out of church. Like that was really his lane. You feel me? So I told him straight, I'm like, bro, let's listen to these tracks. Let's listen to some references and shit, whatever we gotta do, and let's make a song for them. They in the studio right now about to drop. This was after No Rules came. So I didn't know it was gonna be Clanway 2. I didn't know what it was gonna be. But I'm like, bro, these niggas is it. Like we gotta get it. We gotta get something in now. We gotta get some records done. And I told him from the beginning, I'm like, bro, this shit gonna be big. Like it's bigger than you think it is right now. Like I know it sounds like it ain't really much, but it's gonna be big.
But you know what though? To the people that's out here doing what they gotta do, it never feel like enough. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else from the outside looking in be like, man, you doing your shit, you know, yada yada. So that's why I had to ask you, you know, because for a long time I wasn't satisfied. I'm like, shit, man, I don't like the way my life is going. Until like I started speaking and stuff like that. So do you feel like you've always been satisfied by your producing, or is it something that because you know we go through that wanting to quit and things like that, or is it something that you would say you just now begin to become satisfied with? Just the fact your life now, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not even close to being satisfied, bro. I feel like I feel like I'm supposed to be like a mega producer, you feel me? Like this the tip top beginning, like first interview, you feel me, with my nigga Jay Brock. I told him he was getting it first. But just like, I feel like this the beginning, bro. I feel like I'm gonna be big, so now I'm not even close to satisfied. When Hater Here came out, everybody loved that song, but it's a little shit that I know that I did wrong.
So wait a minute, bro. As big as Hated Here is, you still like,
I'm not satisfied, bro. Like it's fire.
No, but you can't. I mean, I'm not saying that you should be. I'm just saying, like, are you satisfied with where your life is going?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you satisfied with the process right now?
With life, bro, I'd have never thought like nigga would take it this far. Like, bro, it's like where we at. You know,
right, facts.
Signing out the blue and just working up under Nipsey legacy. Like, bro, when Nip died, I damn near quit music again. Man, no cap. 2017, 18, whenever it happened in March.
R.I.P. the great. R.I.P. the great, bro.
Yeah, rest in peace to Nip, no cap. Bro. But shit, when I was making beats at first, it was like Future or Nip. That was my only two placements I was chasing. I wasn't chasing nothing else, bro. I didn't want to work with nobody else for real. The nigga who I did work with, I was a big fan, but it wasn't like that was like on make or break me. But like, if I would have got a Future or Nipsey placement, I would have felt like I made it, and I would have told everybody hating on me, like, suck my dick.
You would have to pop your shit, huh?
For sure, if I got one of them. So when Nip passed, I was hurt, bro. Like, damn, bro, what the fuck am I making music for now? These niggas, I didn't like LA rap, bro. I didn't like that shit, but the homies changed the game. We innovated this shit.
So who would you say is a producer that inspires you?
In the West Coast or just in general?
In general.
Cardo got wings, for sure.
Okay.
I feel like Cardo's a nigga that, like, no matter who he work with, you always gonna know it's Cardo. He always gonna give you something different. Like, you never gonna get the same thing with Cardo. Metro, DY, Weezy like the God, you know, straight up. It's a lot of niggas though, bro. I could take it back a generation and go with Pharrell, Kanye, Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
When I first started making beats, I was making backpack beats. Niggas don't even know that.
Backpack beats. Wait. So what's the backpack? Did you ever use Fruity Loops?
For sure. When I first started, that's the only. I don't make beats on nothing else. I would never make a beat on nothing else.
Damn, bro. You know what? I be trying to look at how to do it, bro. How long did it take you to learn how to do Fruity Loops?
Shit, I had a homie, my nigga Danye. If you watching this, bro, tap in, man. We've been looking for you.
Tap in.
But I had a homie who was making beats like 8th grade before me and shit, and he kind of showed me the little runaround on it, and we started off sampling. Like, that's why I never really knew how to play. We was only sampled, bro. All old school music, we just go sample that shit, put some hard drums, and shit. It went like that. So it probably took me like a month, really, just fucking around.
Yeah, you gotta be focused on Fruity Loops, bro. That shit, it seemed like it's so complex.
It looked like it, but not really, bro. It's like the most simple shit. Once you know what you're doing, it's so simple, bro. It just, if you click this shit in the right spot, you might got a hit record. It just work like that.
So how do you be feeling when, you know, I know you had to, because I didn't did it. Bro, I'm on the street, niggas is playing Smith Schuster, niggas is playing these songs. How does that make you feel hearing, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, the world playing y'all shit when you could just be out on the street?
It fucked me up, bro. It's a great feeling. Like, I remember driving down them same streets with no hope.
Niggas said no hope.
No
why
hope,
no
bro,
hope
like,
though? I mean, why no hope? Like,
I always had hope, but I wasn't happy. It's like, bro, if you just working a 9-to-5, saving my money. Like, I know how to save my bread or whatever. But it's like, nigga, I was never happy. I have 4,500.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, never satisfied with that job compared to now you can be more satisfied because you're doing what you want to do. So working at 9-to-5, I mean, shit, I hated my job, bro. Sure. So what was some of the things that, you know, you learned from that 9-to-5 that you like now, I would never go back?
For one, I'm a nigga that hates the cold, bro. And working security, they gonna throw you out there, bro. Whatever weather, they don't give a fuck. Rain, sleet, or snow, bro. You gotta be to work. If you work that first shift, you better have your ass up at 4.
Yeah, facts.
That, you know, whatever route you on. So just being in that cold, bro, them mornings, like just thinking about my life, like, damn, I really make beats, bro. I'm not supposed to be doing this shit, fool. Like, that's what to make a nigga like realize when I'm working overnight in the studio. Like, bro, I love this shit. It don't feel like work. We in there having fun. We think nothing of it, but we walk out that motherfucker with a song that's gonna make a good 100,000 people feel away when they hear it. So it's like we think we not doing nothing, but it's just fun because it's really what we love to do. But at the same time, it's work, bro. So that just make me cherish like. Just not being in that cold, bro. We don't gotta work outside no more.
So how do you feel about, you know, some of the people that you've been able to work with? Are you amazed at some of the people that you've came across since you've been doing this?
For sure. Like the people that's been tapping in, bro, been crazy.
Yeah.
The first shit that kind of really, well, it was as far as myself, like personally, first one that fucked me up was DY. Like DY crazy tapped in, he hit me on IG and shit. I was sitting in front of my mom and everything. I'm respectful for the most part, like my mama right there. I'm not gonna cuss or nothing. But I open my phone and I see gang of fire emojis. I see the shit say DY. I open it say DY crazy. The nigga had hit me up like, bro, hey to hear my favorite song. You hard, let's go up. Nigga, I must have like, oh shit, like what the fuck? Man, I started saying all kind of shit. I don't even recall, but that's just because I know like this is a nigga I look up to as far as in the producing shit. Like, that shit was major. But like, as we go on, it's not surprising me as much now because I realize like, damn, we making music like everybody else. It's kind of like when you get in the league, and, you know, people, like.
So how do you deal with that new attention that you get today?
Shit.
I mean, how does it make you feel? I know some people, they get up here and they be like, man, get out my face. I don't want to deal with nobody, you know. I know sometimes it can get tiring.
It is like, I see now, like a lot of the time my phone be on Do Not Disturb, bro, because it just be like, people just want to fuck with your energy, bro. They see you doing something positive or whatever. For whatever reason, however they feel, they want to translate that onto you and fuck your day up somehow. That's just like, bro. As a nigga really be working and shitting around great vibes, I don't want to deal with other people's energy.
Yeah.
I want my energy to be off because of me, bro.
Right.
So
Yeah. Facts.
I see why famous people or just people who do music or do anything that will cause a lot of people to hit them up at certain times just be isolated.
Okay. So does 1011 have a project that we can look out for? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all produced by 1011. You know what I'm saying? All your hand-picked features. We got something coming, man?
For sure. I wanted to drop this year, 2020. For like 1011, 2020 would have been special. Like I had some shit too. Okay. I was gonna put out like 5 or 6 songs, like 4 probably by the Clan. I ain't gonna announce who else, but we had some shit in the works. But it just, a couple of the songs was so good, bro. I had to like understand, like, I'm not gonna just rush putting them out because I want to be selfish on my project. Okay. I'm gonna do what's best for our project in general, what the Clan gonna do. Then probably the little throwaways, y'all get them, plus a couple extra good features.
So he gonna give us the throwaways, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we sitting on the
side. That's how it go, man.
Line.
Producers, we get the throwaways, bro. You know,
we gotta get the throwaways. So, you know, when you make beats for people, do you ever think anything like, maybe say if the beat that you made didn't make it to the album or the finished product? Because I know a lot of producers got to go through this stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, man, that shit was fire, didn't make it. Sure. You know, well, how do you use that as motivation to go harder, or you know, what does that do for you, or how does that make you, you know?
My situation, bro, had been a little different. Like damn near everything that I made and a rapper got and hummed on, they put that shit up.
Okay. Oh yeah.
It came out good. So
you undefeated then.
Except for one song, bro, that I really wanted to come out. I ain't gonna even say who won the song, but he got the song or whatever. We waiting on that shit to come out. If you watching this shit, bro, drop the song, man. The fans want it. You feel me?
That nigga said the fans, that 1011 work, man. Sure. Shit. So I mean, even with that, what would you say to somebody who's coming up, you know what I'm saying, wanting to do this producer thing, and what kind of advice would you give to them?
Stop talking and work, bro. Stop making excuses. I was making hella excuses and shit. Never getting it done. This nigga DJ just tell me, just send the beat, bro. I was like, man, I got this. Man, you ain't gonna like it. It's a trap beat. Yeah. Even if the nigga don't like it, let him say that. Send the motherfucker. If he don't like it, let it turn out like that. But when I was making all them excuses, bro, I never got nowhere. So if you're a young producer, bro, stop hitting other producers up, first of all. Stop hitting niggas up, asking for them to help you, bro. Niggas not gonna help you. For what? Man, don't even know you, bro. I'd rather help my bro out that I know. Or something, bro. Or if you gonna hit a nigga up, like offer a service, like, hey, I can engineer if you show me this. I can do this if you do that. But it's just like, far as reaching out to a nigga with your hand out, that's out, bro. Just
have you ever went through that? You know, like just looking for some help and people just kind of kick you to the side?
For sure. Yeah. But I wasn't the type of nigga, I'm not gonna DM you. I'm gonna wait till you get in the studio and I'm gonna tell you like, hey bro, I fuck with your beats, like let's do it, let's work. So what happened was, like back then I was nothing, I didn't have no name. Only thing I had out was probably shit talk, if that. So a lot of them niggas like brushed me off, wasn't trying to work with me. Then I was hated here, Smith Schuster, Mindset, and then No Rules 2 job, and they see like, oh, this nigga's really right there. Right. Now niggas get to being a little more friendly and shit, wanna let's link up and all that. Like, I ain't really with that, bro. The niggas who wasn't trying to work know who they is, and the niggas who was trying to work know who they is. So shout out to the people that embraced me before shit like took off or whatever. Like y'all niggas always good with me.
Well, yeah, well, you know, it's always gonna be somebody else that's gonna believe in you. For sure. But I feel like personally, you gotta get through the people who don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get through them who don't believe in you. You gotta get through the people that's gonna dish you, that's gonna do everything behind your back. I ain't gonna work with them. You gotta get through them so that you can get to the people who gonna work with you. Because 9 times out of 10, the people that's gonna work with you, they're gonna be on an even bigger level. Right. You feel me? So it's gonna be even more for you. But you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles and stuff like that. So, you know, going through that, what was your motivation to stay on course, you know, or what was your motivation not to lose your head?
My motivation was just that, like, I knew I was hard, like, bro, when you know you good or you know you better, it's just like, bro, you just not working at that shit. So that was the motivation, like, bro, you know you could do this shit, just make it happen. However you gotta make it happen. Like, at first I wasn't reaching out to nobody, to no producers. Then it came a time like, bro, put all that to the side. Just if you know you
that'll
can do
hurt.
something.
That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
If you know somebody can help you, sometimes, bro, you do gotta just ask them, you know. And some niggas will say yeah. And that did happen with me. A lot of collabs really turned out to be something, bro.
Yeah. Like you said, you had to put that pride to the side. Because pride gonna stop you from doing the shit that's gonna really help you.
Sure.
Because you over here thinking about them judging you, you thinking about what they feeling. You really got, like you said, you really got to get rid of that, like in order to open the gate for yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when you open that pride up, did you see a drastic change as far as collabs or even just your progress?
For sure, drastic. Like even just like as far as like just people like or producers or musicians like just interacted with me outside of music. Like when I was boxed off, like I'm not fucking with nobody.
Yeah.
Niggas wasn't fucking with me. Like they see like, hey, he ain't really fucking with nobody. Don't fuck with him. But when you start opening yourself up, like posting, hey, I'm doing collabs, send them through, or let's do it, let's work. Like niggas actually see you human and like, oh, he ain't just a robot. Like he cool. He ain't mean or you know, niggas be thinking anything. But I'm cool, bro. Like it just it got to be genuine.
So. What producer would you say that you got the most game from? That you know, kind of put something in your ear that you probably wasn't even aware of.
The most game.
Or shit.
That's tough.
What group of people?
That's tough.
I guess if you got to name a couple.
If you just asking me about game, I'm gonna say Tay. You feel me? The big huncho. He be every day. He'll say some shit I could learn from. I take back to the city, try to tell whoever I could tell. But as far as producers, really like. Trying to teach me some shit. I like Foley. Foley is up there a lot. Axel Foley. Resource been helping a nigga out a lot. You know, them is two names you're gonna for sure be hearing about more with the clan. Resource and Axel Foley. Definitely, I would say them.
So would you say there was something that you didn't listen to that you was like, damn, like I wish I would have.
That I should have listened
to?
Yeah. Covering my eyes. I would have made a lot more money in 2015 off shit that blew up, but it's like we ain't worried about that.
Right. I mean, shit. Look at you now. You know what I'm saying?
Not worried about
we
that.
Ain't worried about that at all.
We on a good path.
Hey man, so it's Clapitup LA, man, with my dog. 10-11. You feel me? Y'all be on the lookout, you know, for the next clan, for the next 10-11, man. We out.
Yep.
Dog.